El-Clasico, just a football match, or something more? When Real Madrid and Barcelona step onto the pitch, they carry more than just the hopes of their fans. They carry the weight of history, culture, and politics. But here's the real question. Is this rivalry truly about football, or is it a battle for something much bigger? Let's take you back to 1902, the year Real Madrid and Barcelona first faced each other. The match, a simple competition on the surface, but beneath it, a brewing storm. Barcelona won that day, but could anyone have predicted the fire that had just been ignited? A fire that would burn through decades of Spanish history. Some say this was just the beginning of a football rivalry, but was it also the start of a cultural war? From the very first whistle, this wasn't just about goals, it was about pride, identity, and resistance. And the question arises, was El-Clasico destined to be the battlefield for Spain's deepest divisions? During the dictatorship of General Franco, Barcelona became more than a football club. It became a symbol of Catalan defiance. And Real Madrid, they were seen as Franco's team, the embodiment of the Spanish state. But is it fair to label Real Madrid as the regime's club? Or were they merely the best team in the land, caught in the political crossfire? Every time these two clubs met, the pitch turned into a battlefield. Was each game a struggle for 3 points? Or was it a war for the soul of a nation? The answer isn't simple, and that's what makes this rivalry so compelling. Can football really be separated from the political tensions that define it? Over the years, El-Clasico has given us moments that are etched into football folklore. But here's something to think about. Was Real Madrid's 11-1 victory in 1943 a pure footballing triumph, or was it influenced by something far more sinister? And what about Barcelona's 5-0 demolition in 2010 under Guardiola? Was it just a tactical masterclass, or a statement of intent from a club tired of playing second fiddle? Every match, every goal, every controversy has added a new layer to this rivalry. But beyond the highlights and headlines, do we truly understand the full significance of these encounters? Or are we just scratching the surface? Now let's talk about the players, those who have become the faces of this rivalry. Alfredo Di Stefano was the first to make El-Clasico his own. But did you know he almost signed for Barcelona before Madrid swooped in? Imagine how different history might have been. And then there's Johan Cruyff, the Dutch maestro who not only dominated as a player, but reshaped the rivalry as a manager. And what about the modern era? Messi versus Ronaldo, two of the greatest players to ever grace the game. But the real question is, did their individual brilliance define the rivalry? Or was it the rivalry that elevated them to legendary status? Did their battles decide the fate of El-Clasico, or did the matchups decide their legacies? Let's look at the silverware. Barcelona boasts 101 trophies, Real Madrid 97. But here's where it gets interesting. Real Madrid's 14 Champions League titles versus Barcelona's 5. Does that make Madrid the superior club on the international stage? Or does Barcelona's domestic dominance tip the scales in their favor? The numbers might suggest one thing, but do they tell the whole story? Can the number of trophies really capture the essence of this rivalry? Or is it the emotional weight behind each victory that truly counts? And when it comes down to it, which club truly holds the upper hand? This isn't just Spain's rivalry anymore, it's the world's rivalry. But why? What is it about El-Clasico that captures the imagination of millions around the globe? Is it the quality of football, the historical significance, or something deeper? Why do fans in every corner of the world pick a side in a match between two Spanish clubs? Is El-Clasico the biggest match in world football, or has it become something more, a cultural event that transcends sport? And if so, why does it resonate so powerfully beyond Spain's borders? With Messi and Ronaldo gone, some say El-Clasico has lost its magic. But is that really true? As new stars emerge and fresh rivalries take shape, what does the future hold for this iconic fixture? Can players like Vinicius Jr. and Lewandowski carry the torch? Or is El-Clasico destined to become just another match? Or perhaps the next chapter of El-Clasico will be written by players we haven't even heard of yet. Is the best still to come? And if so, what will it take for this rivalry to continue capturing the hearts and minds of fans worldwide? But what does El-Clasico mean to you? Is it a celebration of football, a reflection of cultural identity, or something else entirely? The debate will rage on, and maybe that's the beauty of it. One thing's for sure, El-Clasico isn't just a game, it's a story that will continue to unfold with every match, every goal, every controversy. So, which side of the story are you on? If this deep dive into football's most intense rivalry has sparked something in you, don't just sit back, join the debate. Like, comment, and subscribe for more football content that goes beyond the surface. And tell us, what's your most unforgettable El-Clasico moment? The conversation starts here.